Hello, everyone. My name is Alex Seguin. I'm going to go over today, kind of build on the machine learning model intro, but discuss AI agents. Now, why is this important to us? In many applications, you can use gameplay or reinforcement learning to assign points in order for a machine learning model program to develop and get better over time. So playing the equivalent of a million games. So we're going to go over the example from 2 Minute Papers, where there's two agents playing basically hide and go seek, and they're one side is freezing the other side to prevent them from being able to achieve their mission and lock them out. And you'll see that the millions games are played, and we'll go into that next. So let's start sharing screens, share sound from that, and I'm going to hit play.
These agents learn from previous experiences, and to the surprise of no one, for the first few million rounds, we start out with pandemonium. Everyone just running around aimlessly. Without proper strategy and semi-random movements, the seekers are favored and hence win the majority of the games.
So what's going on is the reward system is creating a new version of machine learning model, and that gets better over time, but still no real progress towards the end result. Usually the end result is winning a game, so you get so many points for winning, right? So these guys are just trying to figure it out at this point.
Nothing to see here. Then, over time, the hiders learned to lock out the seekers by blocking the doors off with these boxes and started winning consistently. I think the coolest part about this is that the map was deliberately designed by the OpenAI scientists in a way that the hiders can only succeed through collaboration. They cannot win alone, and hence they are forced to learn to work together.
So this is critical, but both these blue agents are actually working cohesively together in a collaboration environment. So you got one player doing one thing with one box and the other one doing the other. Now, this can be applied to human-machine teaming for defense applications, for instance, but you have certain AI taskings happening in a real-world situation and provide updates, something that humans wouldn't be able to do as fast in order to help the human team make a decision as commanders are on the ground or in the air working through joint force operations.
Which they did quite well. But then, something happened. Did you notice this pointy, doorstop-shaped object? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Well, probably. And not only that, but about 10 million rounds later, the AI also discovered that it can be pushed near a wall and be used as a ramp, and ta-da! Got him. The seeker started winning more again. So, the ball is now back on the court of the hiders. Can you defend this? If so, how?
So the red and the blue team are getting instructions, basically updating one team at a time, and those models to run that team and those agents. And then you go back to the other team. You just keep kind of go back and forth, develop better models. It's very conceivable. We'll actually go into a Heron Systems case, but where models get better and potentially have one model that's super aggressive attack mode and one model that's like a getaway mode of an aircraft, for instance. But being able to apply and select like a revolver and a gun, the bullet in which you want to execute for this mission set is possible with machine learning.
Well, these resourceful little critters learned that since there is a little time at the start of the game when the seekers are frozen, apparently during this time they cannot see them, so why not just sneak out, steal the ramp, and lock it away from them? Absolutely incredible. Look at those happy eyes as they are carrying that ramp. And you think it all ends here? No, no, no. Not even close. It gets weirder. Much weirder. When playing a different map, a seeker has noticed that it can use a ramp to climb on the top of a box, and this happens. Do you think couch surfing is cool? Give me a break. This is box surfing. And the scientists were quite surprised by this move, as this was one of the first cases where the Seeker AI seems to have broken the game. What happens here is that the physics system is coded in a way that they are able to move around by.
So this is critical, but imagine using AI to exploit and even understand all the possible combinations of even playing or testing out a game for development. But they didn't think that this was possible, but there's a glitch in the code that allows this, you know, agent to go on top of a box, float it. And what you'll find out in another later section, they actually had one example where they're able to get over the box, and it figured out how to jump over a map completely. So somehow they were able to exploit and figure out a way like to jump around. So you'll see it here
And
where
launch itself exactly
they
onto the
basically
top
just
of the
hack the
hiders.
game so it can jump out
Man,
off of a ramp
what a paper.
and into
This
a room.
system can be extended.
So this is an overview, introductory course kind of on AI agents and how you could use these in the real world. But there'll be a lot more of these. And next we'll go into Alpha Star, which is a deep learning tool set used to play the game StarCraft 2, which is a game in which you collect resources. So you play and you battle each other out, which is way more applicable to defense and other applications. So I look forward to chatting with that there. Feel free to leave any comments in the chat bar or reach out to me personally, LinkedIn, etc. But hopefully this gives some context as we progress into new applications to better your understanding of the AI agents in the world and use of those in real world applications.